Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning into another episode of The Discussion. I am your host, Stefon Love. You know, I came in with a smile because I'm all about positive energy, you know. So again, this is the all-new discussion show, formerly the Stefon Show. Now we're talking about it, you know what I mean? So we're doing something different. If you remember, if you follow me and you watch the show, you remember I had a guest last season, well, on the other show, the Stefon Show, you know. Ed Averette, the Rapping Realtor. He's my guest again today. Ed Averette, what's going on, brother?
Hey, what's happening, man? How you doing?
I feel like I should shake your hand again.
What's happening?
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So a lot of things transpired from last show. Last time we talked about you as the realtor,
right?
The rapping realtor. So we still talked about your previous stint in the music business,
right?
And then how you transitioned from rapping to real estate,
right?
You know, but then after that, it was like we learned that you still had that bug, that rapping bug. Like you still want to put it out there. I mean, even though you discussed about having an EP last time, that EP hasn't released yet, correct?
No, because we actually added more songs to it.
Got you. That's right. So, because that bug is just, you know what I mean, you got that tick. Like,
it's
you know what I mean?
infectious.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Got you. So you're releasing the EP. So now it was like, I wanted you back on the show because now I feel like we're moving forward with you, the rapping realtor, the artist.
Right.
But with you being an artist, it's not taken away from you still doing real estate.
Oh no.
You know what I mean? So how do you feel about being this rebranded, this new artist?
Man, I feel good. I actually feel free. So I mean, I'm just getting back. Seems like everything is just happening full circle.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, I've been doing it since I was a kid.
Yeah.
And for some time, it just seemed like, I think for like 5 years, I had like writer's block.
Yeah.
And then, you know, through forgiveness and different personal stuff I had going on in my life, it seemed like it just freed up a creative space in my mind all over again.
So you said, but now you said doing it, you feel free. So what, you didn't feel free before doing this? Like,
well, you know, I do a lot of real estate, so I do a lot of business, which I love. I can't knock that. But, you know, I think I just kind of lost, you know, just the childhood part of me or just the creative part of me.
Yeah.
So sometimes you just get so, you know, caught up with the daily grind until you don't have any hobbies anymore.
Yeah.
You know, I don't golf, you know, I don't play basketball or anything like that. So I was just missing, you know, sometimes you're just missing things. I bet people can relate to that in day-to-day life.
Of course, yeah.
You got to have balance in anything you do.
Of course, yeah. And so with you, I mean, so no hobbies at all? Or like, this is...
I mean, video games, I like to travel.
Yeah.
I do like sports.
Yeah.
But music was my first love. It's always been my first love.
And I feel like with people that have that love and passion for music, like that never goes away.
Right.
It's one of the things where it's like, I don't know, it's something about music, like especially if you are an artist or a person who plays an instrument, any form of art, it's like, that's just in you.
Yeah.
Like it'll never go away.
Even though I tried to do the corporate thing and just the business thing and just kind of, you know, get it out of my system a little bit because, you know, kids growing up, you get older, people tell you, hey, you're too old to do that. But in actuality, if you got it, you got it. It's just in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As long as I can still talk.
Yeah.
And I have something to talk about.
Yeah.
Then I got something to write about. I got something to say.
Exactly.
You know?
And it's funny you say that because, yes, we're getting older, but I had a discussion, no pun intended, had a discussion with somebody about they're older and they want to rap. And they said their kids is always telling them like, man, go sit down. Like, you know, like, and during that conversation that he and I had, I was letting him know, like nowadays, there is no like age limit. Like I explained to him, like back in the day, like, yeah, you could say, nah, you too old to be rapping. But now it's like, because like we're that generation, like I'm the generation that grew up on it. So now like we're older, so we still want to listen to that because we don't listen to what's hot now.
Right.
Because that's what the younger generation is listening to. So the older generation that grew up on hip hop, they still want something to listen to.
Yeah.
And it's, the format will be urban AC, on an FM station. And even like Chicago, they released like a all hip hop urban AC station in Chicago. And which is cool because it caters to, the older generation that still want to listen to hip hop, and either listen to something old school or if it's something new, but it's still targeting like that older demo because
Right.
it still gives it that feel, that vibe, that sound.
Right.
So yeah, so with you saying older, I'm glad you're not one of those people like, nah, I'm too old, or that was back in my day. Like,
Well, I was at first because I got caught up into the hype, listening to other folks, listening to my kids, and
Oh.
you know, and I was, but then you know, like I said, I got back to being myself and not really listening to what other people
Yeah.
say, and just you got to live your life.
Exactly.
Like even the grandmamas now are different. They not just sitting at home just rocking their babies.
Yeah.
They like, look, you gonna have to keep your own kids. Grandma got somewhere to go.
Exactly.
You know, so I mean, as we evolve, we just have different material.
Yeah.
To say, but I mean, the talent is still there.
Of course. And like I said, and there's still a generation that's still yearning for that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, because what you're doing, like the message, and even like how you rap, like it ain't gonna cater to a younger demo.
Right.
You know what I mean? It could, but most of the kids in that generation, they don't care for it. That's the thing. So it's like, because if you listen to what they're listening to now, it's like, yeah, like it wouldn't make sense. Like, but there are some kids that like it may rock to, but there is a demo for it. You know what I'm saying? And I noticed you dropped a music video.
I did, yeah. Excited about it.
I mean, I was kind of offended because you ain't sent it to me. Like, I had to see it on social
come
media. So I was like,
on, man.
I like, what's up with this guy? Like, I thought it was better than that. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I seen it on social media. I thought it was a dope video. And it's all about the real estate game.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was also offended because I was there when you had your camera crew at the conference, and I didn't even get a cameo in the video. So I was like,
well, I didn't know they were going to splice
like,
that in there.
Gotcha,
I didn't, you know, I just kind of let them kind of do their thing and put the piece. I didn't even know they were going to even add that.
Gotcha. I was like, hold on. I said, I was there. Like, I thought we were better than that.
No, we
like,
doing more. You know you're going to be in the next
like,
one. I got you, man.
You know what I'm saying? I could have been a backup dancer or something like, you know what I mean?
Right.
Word, you know what I mean?
Or just like, you know.
Exactly, something, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Yeah, that's right, I'm too cool to dance, you know what I mean? Just, you know what I mean? Just something, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, how do you feel about the video?
Man, I love the video. I think it's different. I think it's innovative. It touched on, you know, just the different aspects and phases that you go through when you're buying a house. And I just love it.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. So, I mean, you even lit up when I asked you that question. So, you're excited about this video. Like, you're like, I could tell you love it. Like, and I want to ask, like, because I know I've heard that song, and I wanted to ask, like, if that was going to be a single. Because I know you got the real estate EP.
Right.
And then there's another single, if you don't mind me talking about it, that you played for me.
Right.
That's not about real estate. Like I said, it's about your love for hip hop.
Right. So it's two separate albums. So that's gonna the process is gonna be the single for the Real Estate Triller album, and then I'm gonna have another album. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet, but it's gonna have that Miss Hip Hop song on there.
Gotcha. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? Like I said, off camera, it was like something you played for me, and it was like, I told you, like, you gave me that feel from like Common, like that I Used to Love a Song. You know what I mean? That's the vibe I got from it. And so when I saw the video, that's when because I knew you was releasing two different EPs, you know. So when I saw the video, I was kind of like, is this like gonna be the lead that he's pushing? So, but it is gonna be two separate EPs.
Right.
And that and forgive me, I forgot the name already. The hip hop song, the
Miss Hip Hop.
Miss Hip Hop, yes. What's the name of that EP? Oh, you say you don't know yet.
I'm playing with a couple of names. I don't know what it's going to be yet.
Yeah.
I wanted to name it Full Circle. Then I wanted to do a theme from the 90s because it has like a 90s vibe to it. So we're still kind of playing with that idea.
So can we find like any features, any cameos, anybody like on the?
Not yet. It's all me.
Yeah.
It's all me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And my producer. I'm a producer, of course.
Yeah. Can I talk about your producer?
Yeah, go ahead.
See, I'm gonna ask you these questions because, like I said, after the last interview, you and I, we stayed in communication, so I learned a lot more about you.
Right.
So, I know you talked about your producer, but I know you say your producer, you know, is like the behind the scenes, like doesn't like to be in the forefront. That's why I asked, can we talk about the producer?
Yeah, that's fine.
So we can talk about the producer.
Yeah, we're good.
All right, cool. So tell us, who is your producer?
My producer is my wife. My wife, she does my tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's dope.
Yeah.
I think it's dope, and I'm gonna put you on the spot. I think it's dope, but I feel like you were kind of hesitant saying like she does her tracks. Like, I think that's a dope concept. I think that's a dope partnership. I think that's a dope story. I think everything about it is dope because y'all working together.
Right.
Y'all doing it together, and she, maybe because y'all been together so long, but she's creating a sound that fits you.
Right. Yeah. And she didn't even, because I mean, you got to understand, for years I was going to the studio, and we used to get in arguments behind that. Why you got to always go to the studio?
Yeah.
And I didn't know she had that talent. and I don't think she knew it until recently. So. So yeah, it's funny. I could have saved a lot of money, a lot of time by just doing stuff back in the day with her.
But you still go to the studio to record, correct? Or you do?
Yes, so it can be cleaner and stuff like that. But she does the production and stuff.
So now, does she attend the studio with you now or no?
Yeah, she goes.
She does go
most of the time.
Okay,
yeah.
so is she one of those producers who's like, yo, turn this up a little, or turn this down, or like, you know what I mean, the hi-hats is not hitting hard enough. Like,
She's getting there.
Yeah?
She's getting there, but her biggest thing is cursing. She don't want me cursing on her tracks.
Gotcha.
So sometimes I go back a little bit, and she be like, nah, I don't want no cursors on my music.
No
I'm like,
cursors.
okay, all right.
So there's no cursing at all on this EP?
No.
Cursing. Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So you on your Rakim stuff.
Yeah. It just forces you to have to be, more creative without
Exactly.
using those words, which is cool. You could still get a message across.
No, it's cool. And honestly, I kind of agree with that concept because you're still a businessman at the end of the day.
Right.
And not saying like rappers that curse aren't businessmen.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that to say like, you have a business that you run.
Right.
You're your own boss. So even with you attracting certain clientele, like you don't want to scare them.
Right.
Or you don't want them to look at you a certain way.
Right.
At least that's my personal opinion.
No, that's true.
Like,
that's true.
so I do feel like the non-cursor thing does work.
Right.
You know what I mean? With you know what I mean, not turning away any business.
Right. Gotcha.
You know what I
Gotcha.
mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely, I get that concept and I agree with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your producer, does she didn't want to do an interview as well with you? Or like?
She don't really. She's kind of behind the scenes.
Yeah.
She's not really about all that. I think she was just doing it to help me because at the time I was, we were working on a show called Welcome Home, a web series that we have on YouTube, and I needed tracks, and it was kind of hard for me to find tracks. And I think she just got frustrated with it, and she just started playing with GarageBand on the phone.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, "Baby, listen to this." And it sounded kind of ill. I was like, "That sounds good." She was like, "I did it right on my phone." And we were just sitting in the bed and just listening to it. And then I heard it loud and heard a couple of other ones, and she put it down. I was like, "Well, I'm gonna record it."
So, because I have GarageBand on my phone, but I never played with it.
Right.
Now, when you make a beat on GarageBand on your phone, is there a way you could dump the files? So
Yeah,
you could,
yeah.
So you can mix it in.
So you could save the file and the tracks.
Okay.
And just kind of, and then we just took that and took it to the studio and just laid it down.
Yeah.
So we did a couple songs that he just did right in the room, just playing.
Yeah.
Like it was a video game or something. So that's what I love about hip hop. It's evolved so much.
Yes.
Until you don't have to have all this stuff to have this big sound. It's just
Exactly.
How creative you can get with different sounds and putting them together and.
But I feel like that's the gift and the curse of it though.
Right.
Because now it's so accessible, it's easy for everybody now, like where it's like any and everybody feel like they could do it. And I feel like that's what oversaturates the market. That's what makes people feel like they're the best of the best at it. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, I don't know, like at least back in the day when there was like a major studio and a major production, it was like one of the things where it's like you really had to like work hard.
Right.
But and I'm not talking about you and your situation, but I'm just saying, like, there's so many, like, especially these young kids and people now, they just feel like, oh, I could just make something real quick and just. And honestly, you can hear it in like the music today's generation. Like, no disrespect to the youth, but you can hear it. Like they just throw any beat together, throw whatever lyrics together.
It's literally like one or two sounds, or maybe three sounds in a track.
Yeah.
Where back in the day when Dre ate out the Dre and everybody, they just put a full production into it.
Exactly. So I do feel like that's the gift and the curse of it. The gift is it has evolved where it is easier, for people of talent, to get their craft done, but it's also because it's so accessible, like people without the talent, they're like, I could do it too, like, so it kind of like, like I said, it has its good and its bad with it, So you and your wife, you do this music thing together. Do y'all have a label or a production company together as well too?
Yeah, so it's Ava Vision is the name of the label, and the name of her production company is Feel Good Music.
Okay.
Yeah, so her name is Phyllis, and
Gotcha. Okay.
I'm still tripping off of that, man, because again, we used to get in arguments about me going to the studio, and now she's a part of it.
Yeah.
Still getting used to it because we argue on some stuff about that, but we come together. It forces us to have to work together on things. So, and she sees how I'm addicted to music, and now she's addicted to
Yeah.
to doing different beats and different things. So now she gets it.
Nah, but I
For
mean,
years I don't think she did.
but I love hearing the story because I always love hearing about couples, like how they are and how they work together, and how primarily how the woman is the backbone, you know, to the man. And you know, like I said, our last interview talking about she's the one that kind of introduced you into the real estate game in a sense, you know, like. Because y'all got your first house, like, you know what I mean? And then even your name, the Rapping Realtor, like so, I mean, that's great. I mean, like I said, I feel like that's a great story. And it's like, it says a lot about her, like, you know what I mean? Like she's rocking with you, like, you know what I mean? Like that's your rider, that's your trooper, like.
And I just was kind of keeping it hush-hush because, you know, the industry, I didn't want it to be a joke. You know, I wanted people to take it seriously. Not to say that she's a joke.
Yeah.
But you know how, oh, yeah, he got his wife doing his tracks. You know, so that's,
But
some
you got to
people,
think.
you know, I want people to like it first, and then I want it to.
But you got to think. You're kind of going against the grain with everything you're doing. I mean, you're a realtor that's rapping, even though you always was rapping first. Like now, like your business right now is that's your money maker. That's who you are right now. You know. So people are gonna look at it like, okay, this rapper is turning. This realtor is turning into a rapper. You know, even though a lot of rappers now are getting into the real estate game. You know, but so I'm just saying that to say, like, so your whole story as a whole, like, is a different situation. And honestly, stories is what always works for people's advantage. You know what I mean? That's why I said it's something you should talk about. Like, like, you know what I mean? This is what it is. Like, you know what I mean?
And she's a housewife, so she literally, you know, that's, you know, so a housewife doing tracks. And it's not like she's been doing this for years. It's like, I guess it just makes you think that God gives everybody talents, and you really never know.
Exactly.
You know, when he you know, reveals those talents to you.
Yeah.
Like, well, you know, I've been doing music for so long, and then years later, now she can produce.
I mean, like
That's
you said,
crazy.
I mean, like, cause she, like you say, she didn't like you in the studio, like all the time. So while you in the studio, she's probably just like practicing or thinking in her head, like, how could she, like, you know what I mean? She probably was
we
working
went to
on
high
something.
school together, so we were in school chorus together.
Okay.
So she's musically, she always sung and stuff like that. But as far as beats and stuff, she didn't even really like rap in general. She was Anita Baker, Tony Braxton, you know. So I would let her listen to some stuff, and she would be like, yeah, that's cool, but it's just not my thing. I don't really, it's good, but I don't really like rap like that. She likes certain songs, but it's not like she was just hardcore into rap like that.
Gotcha. Okay, because you mentioned to me, like, I think the last show of yours or anything that you went to was, what, you said a high school talent show or something like that?
That she went to, yeah. It was a talent show that I had. We had in the block at this place called Gateway.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the last show. But I've done other shows since then.
No, I know that. I'm just saying about her, like, because you're saying because she's so behind the scenes. That's why I brought that up.
Yeah.
Like the last show she went to.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm assuming you're okay with that. Like,
Yeah.
Oh. Nah, my girl, she my cheerleader. Like, she be doing cartwheel. She doing the cartwheel right now. Like, I just be needing the scene. You know what I'm saying?
But I guess, you know, people are different. You know, you
of
just
course.
respect, you know, the difference of them. So.
No, I mean, but she's still supporting your craft. She's making the beats. Like, y'all working together. So it's not like, I mean, she's very supportive from what I'm hearing, which is a great thing. Like, you know what I mean? So with her being supportive and with her doing your beats and y'all having a production company and a label together, how does she feel about you moving forward, like with the music thing now?
I mean, I think she feels good about it. Because she's involved in it now.
Yeah, of course.
But yeah, I think she feels good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's something new to her because now she's starting to understand the different aspects of it and stuff. You know, we do the publishing together and all that kind of stuff together. So I think that's dope. Yeah. You know, to see both of our names.
Exactly, yeah.
On publishing and stuff like that. So
because
she's a part of it now. So I think before, I was doing it separate, but I was getting screwed though. Yeah. So, you know, I know she ain't gonna screw me because it's one and the same.
Exactly.
She 50% of it anyway.
Exactly.
So it's just.
But so, I mean, and I know you said the publishing thing is cool. So even like when you start getting like the radio spins.
Right.
I mean, those royalty checks are even gonna be like something with both your names is on it. Like, you know what I mean? And so with the radio spins and, I mean, I don't know if she come out, but even like with certain venues when they start playing your music,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't, because she doesn't come out. I don't know if she would be able to feel like, oh wow, like this is, you know what I mean? I produced this.
Yeah.
You know
When
what I'm
she
saying?
hears it on the radio and she sees stuff and she saw the video,
Yeah.
it made her feel some kind of way because she's a big part of it.
Yeah.
You know, so it's dope.
So how do your kids feel now?
They like it now, but
Yeah.
at first they were like, "Come on,
Yeah.
come on, Dad, come on now. We're
Yeah.
grown and you still rapping. What's good?" But now, you know, and their mom's doing it now,
Yeah, exactly.
so they like it better because their mom is doing
Yeah.
it. You know, so it's just different. She might start a whole new movement of housewives. You know, a lot of dudes talking about, you know, I'm going to the studio. No, I'm going with you.
Yeah.
And I got some tracks.
Nah, because honestly, I mean, but you're serious though. I mean, you're joking, but I mean, in a serious way, like I see that could possibly happen,
Yeah.
especially like I said, if y'all tell your story and things take off.
Yeah.
Because that's like the biggest issue within the music industry with guys in relationships. Is like when I used to manage artists, I was in the studio all the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you know, some women have issues with it because, of course, you know what I mean, you're in the studio, like, depending on the guy, certain things happen, like,
Right.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of women don't like it
Right.
that are dealing with these guys that are in the music industry, behind the scenes, or the actual artists.
Well, everybody has their own, and you know, everybody has their own vibe of how they like their studio because it's like a home away from home.
Exactly.
So some people turn up to get to that point or whatever. Our studio says it ain't like that. Like
Yeah.
mine now is like, I'm in there, my wife come. How you doing, Miss Averette? How you doing, Miss Averette?
Yeah.
It's just different.
Yeah.
So I don't necessarily think that you don't need that. It just depends on the artist.
No, of course.
To get there.
It definitely depends on the artist, but I know, like, because different artists, they want to live that quote-unquote rock star lifestyle, but they don't want their woman to go with them to the studio. It's like, now it's like these women like, yo, I just picked a garage band, I made a beat, we going to the studio. Like, you know what I mean? So, I mean, it could be an actual movement, though, because I know that is, like, one of the biggest complaints. Like, because, like I said, I was there. Like, you know what I mean? Women don't understand, like, why you in the studio so long. Sometimes they don't even believe it, like, you know what I mean? Or they want to know what's going down. You know what I mean? And like you said, like, some sessions, like, it's really nothing. Y'all really just putting in work. Y'all really just making the music.
Yeah.
You know, but other artists, their sessions aren't always like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like, I definitely get it, and I could definitely see that as a movement.
And you create your own environment. Like, I don't need all that to make a dope song. I don't think.
Yeah.
You know, to me, it's all about what's inside, and you just want to channel that on the outside.
Exactly. And
You know, or musically.
yeah, and so many artists are different though too, because I know, like, with me working with artists, and I've been in so many studio sessions, it was like they needed to get drunk, they needed
Right,
to get high,
right.
they needed to, and I'm just sitting there like, can we just record, yo? Like,
I remember Luke. You know, when I did the song with Luke, it was like 2:00 in the morning or something like that. He was like, I need like some girls.
yeah,
You know, because I need to create a feel like I'm at a party.
yeah,
And he had to find them some girls, you know, to come there and shake,
exactly.
you know, and he laid it down. He was like, you know, so I get it,
Yeah.
but I'm in a different place right now. You know, like you
course.
said, I'm a businessman, so
Yeah.
I feel like I can create a hit without all that. I could have did that then, but everybody's different.
No, of course, and I feel like so many artists can actually create a hit without it. You know what I mean? But like you said, everybody's different, so everybody needs like, you know, a certain vibe or whatever to be on. But nah, I feel like that's dope. I do feel like that could be the next movement. You know what I mean? Nah, that's cool. So the kids, they're not involved in music at all, though? Like,
No, well, my daughter was singing on a track that we did called Love, so she's on that. But yeah, other than that, no, not really.
no?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm surprised, because I feel like every kid now is like some type of like artist in a sense. You know,
Yeah.
if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, so, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And I think the reason why I was in it, it started as an escape for me because of things I went through in my childhood. So I just started with me writing, just trying to escape whatever was going on.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Gotcha. Okay. So the Rapping Realtor is really like about to really do
Poppin'.
this. Like,
yeah, man, I'm feeling good. I mean, I'm feeling like I'm getting my second win, and I have a message.
Yeah.
You know, that's what's dope to me. So I'm just not just throwing words out there. It's stuff that people can listen to and hold on and give them hope and inspiration. And it's like two-sided. Like, I get to do what I want to do, and I'm helping people. Just like with real estate, I think it's a two-sided type thing for me.
No,
So I'm
definitely.
real excited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. And then I mean, I want to talk more so about your music,
Okay.
but I did have a question about the real estate game
Okay.
with you, because I see like Suge Knight, his son, he's coming out with like a real estate reality show.
Okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah. So
Okay.
it's gonna be coming on like VH1, I think. You know what I mean? But it's a real estate reality show. And in my eyes, like I said, I feel like with you getting into this world of music, you know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like you should be in the direction of a celebrity realtor as well, too.
Right.
Like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, is that like something you want to do or
Yes,
want
yes.
to do?
I'm trying to push it to the limit. Just wherever it takes me, I'm definitely trying to get there.
Gotcha.
You know,
Yeah,
so,
because
I mean,
I'm just like, yo, if he rapping, like we should also just get him like, you know what I mean, be that celebrity realtor too.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Get his features
Yeah.
that way too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like,
I mean, it's just. I think it's just opening up just a lot of different opportunities that I didn't even see coming. It's crazy
Yeah.
how it's happening. When I guess all these years I was pursuing it, and now I'm not saying I'm not pursuing it, but I'm just doing it a different way. It just seems
Yeah.
like things are coming together.
gotcha. Okay. Now you told me a story. Back to the music thing. You told me a story about Tiny.
Yeah.
Can we talk about that story?
Yeah, we can talk. We can talk about it.
Okay, because I thought that was a very interesting story too.
Yeah.
Like I said, there's a lot of things you tell me like that's like, yo, like you have a story, like, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So Tiny, T.I.'s wife Tiny, you said you met her on a plane.
Yeah, I met her. I was actually working with a production company, and we were working on a reality show back then called On the Grind, and it basically was talking about balancing work life with pursuing music. So I met her at the airport, and I saw her. She was real nice, and I let her see. At the time, I had a pilot of the show, and then also some of my music. I let her see it. She was like, "Oh, that's dope. I could set up some meetings and stuff for you."
So, but real quick before you get it, so you say you met her at the airport. I mean, was it you just bumped into her at the airport? Like
We were
I mean-
in line.
Oh,
just
y'all were in
waiting
line.
at the waiting to get our tickets.
Okay.
And I just casually just talked to her. I was like, "Hey, ain't you Tiny from?" She was like, "Yeah." And I let her. I said, "Well, check this out. Let her listen to my music and see my videos and stuff." And she was like, "I can get meetings set up for you in Atlanta." So she was real forthcoming, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and willing to help me. Didn't know me from Adam.
Yeah.
And was willing to help me.
So then y'all get on the plane and y'all so happen to just be sitting next to each other on the plane too?
No, she came on the plane and sat next to me.
Oh, she came and sat next to you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then we were talking, and she was just kind of giving me advice on, how to get in the industry, and really telling me I could, come record in her studio at her house
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. But the person I was working with at the time, he was like, "Nah, we got that covered." Yeah, so.
So then what happened with the Tiny? It's just,
I got her information and stuff, and just kind of kept in contact. But life happened, and it just kind of fizzled out.
yeah.
Yeah. But what I was impressed by how, they were like at the peak of their stardom.
Yeah.
Or just kind of starting it out, and she was just so cool and willing to help.
Yeah.
So I thought that was dope to me.
Nah.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that moment?
Well, I felt like if I would have had more control of my career at the
Yeah.
time, then I probably, ain't no telling where I could have been now, but maybe it just wasn't meant. But
Yeah.
I definitely felt like that was an opportunity. You don't
Yeah.
get a lot of those, and I realized that because I've been pursuing music for a while, and I just felt like it just,
Yeah.
it was an opportunity that was missed
And because you also were trusting
of
the other person, yeah, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you said he had a relationship with Dino.
Yeah, he had a relationship with Dino. We came to the studio, and we talked to him, and we were supposed to set up something, but it just didn't materialize.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because this business, what sucks about this business is, like you pointed out, you get burned a lot in this business.
Yeah.
You get burned a lot, and you miss a lot of opportunity. But I don't never feel like, I'm a strong believer, because I've been in this business for a long time as well too, like I don't believe in like missed opportunities per se, because
Right.
it's something that's always coming around. You know what I mean? It's just, you just have to be ready to catch it when it comes back around.
Right.
So moving forward, like, what are you doing differently?
So what I'm doing different is I'm owning my own stuff.
Yeah.
I'm not really relying on, I mean, you need people to help you,
Yeah.
but I'm not relying on that. You know, you can't be dependent on somebody else. If you want it, you have to go after it.
Exactly.
So I'm just being a grown man about my stuff.
Yeah.
And just making sure that I own my stuff and make sure that I'm trying to do the most that I can do myself on my own.
Yeah.
Before, you know, looking for a handout, looking for somebody to save me.
Exactly.
Save me, give me a deal.
Yeah.
That don't work no more. They want to see how many likes you have, how many views, how many followers. Record companies have always said make it hot where you at first.
Yes.
And then come to us, and then we can work out something.
So with you saying that, how do you feel about the game now? Because now, like you said, you have to be hot on social media.
Right.
Because even this dates back even to like when MySpace was popping. Like
Right.
I remember talking to a bunch of A&Rs back then, and I was asking them. I said, "Yo, do y'all even look at MySpace for that?" They said, "Yeah, that's all we do now. We don't even travel because back then A&Rs were like talent scouts. They
Right.
traveled the nation, sometimes even the world, like just looking for talent to sign to the label.
Right.
Now it's like they just go online and like whoever's popping on social media,
Yeah.
it's like, okay, this is who we want.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So how do you feel about that now?
I feel like it's great, you know, but it's up to that person. I mean, we have it at our fingertips. If you can find a way to get on that phone and to get on social media, you winning.
Yeah.
You winning. So there's no excuses. Back in the day, you know, you used to have to send demo tapes and all that kind of stuff, and then the record label will send it back saying they don't want any unsolicited material.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Of course, yeah.
So, but now is if you believe in what you're doing, it's all about just uploading it and putting it on there, and you know, if you get enough following, then
See,
you're hot
and
all of a sudden.
Yes, you have to get enough following, but I feel like, and this is my personal opinion, I feel like what people go wrong is everybody wants to trend or go viral and things of that nature, and they want to get that following. But I still feel like you still have to get out there to the people, because the people are the ones that'll say, "Yo, I'll follow you. Like I want to follow you. Like you know what I mean? Like not for nothing. Even me doing the show. Every time I do the show, it's like I get more followers, and then even all my guests, and like we even started following each other. It's like I feel like you got to touch the people, like you know what I mean? Because even like with kids that go viral, they're probably like the cool kid in school, the popular kid that knows tons of people, so it helps them go viral,
Right.
and it helps them trend because it's like all of their friends are sharing it to other people, and it's like it becomes a thing.
Right.
And I met a lot of people like prime example, like when Cardi took off, Cardi B. Is a radio personality out of New York. I won't say her name, but she was a big radio personality in New York. Then she just kind of fell off, disappeared. Then like she came to me like to help her revive her career, and she said, "Yo, if Cardi could do it, I could do it, because I just want to trend. I want to go viral." But then it was like, but she wasn't doing nothing to touch the people. She was even personality wise, because even Cardi has personality that people just genuinely like. You know what I mean? And well, now that she's like super famous, it's like she has that half and half. People either love her or hate her. You know what I mean? But before she got to that status, she was just somebody people genuinely liked, because she was touching her people. Even if it wasn't a strip club, like she was still reaching the audience that people say, you know what, I'm gonna follow her.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I don't know, I guess I'm saying that to you because I'm kind of throwing like a game plan in your ear subliminally, like, you know what I mean? Like we gotta,
No, I got
you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? You gotta touch the people, you know what I
Right,
mean? Like,
yeah.
then it's like, okay, now we'll follow now, because then whatever you do, because of course everything that trends to go viral is content.
Right.
Of course, it has to be content worthy. And then once once you get those people to want to follow you and be down with you, if it's something like, oh, it's crazy, I like this, or this is fine, then it's like they start sharing and reposting and, you know what I mean, making it a thing. So,
you got to put that work in. So even though we have more tools and stuff, you still got to, like you said, you can go viral, then what?
Yeah, exactly.
You know, so you got to have a game plan, and you know, we definitely still got.
Yeah, because
but
I'm glad you said that, because you could go viral and then what? But like you said, like with that game plan, if you still reaching the touch of the people, like you could stay, you know what I mean, top of mind awareness. Like people are always, you know what I mean, want to know what you got going on, and might like any and everything you do. You know what I mean? Just because it's like you touch the people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, so with me saying that, I mean, how do you still feel about the social media thing? Like, is it still?
It is. I mean, it's an introductory to people, but you know, like you said, you still have to run it like a campaign.
Yes.
And if you don't believe in it enough to push it, how do you feel like other people are gonna believe in it?
Exactly.
So so you still got to create your own hype.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You should run for president, man.
Oh, man. It's a movement, baby. It's a movement. So, yeah.
Nah, but you're 100% right. That you still got to create your own hype.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? And that's exactly what it is. That's all it really is you just campaigning. But I think a lot of people, like, they either don't know or they forget or they don't think about it. I don't know. Like,
Right.
a lot of people don't campaign.
Right.
Like, with every artist I've ever worked with in the past, like, we campaign. Like,
Right.
you know what I mean? Like, we treated like you was running for the next
And
president.
see,
Like,
the thing of it is, I think all of it goes to and ties in together because I do the same thing with real estate. So I have to run a campaign to run an effective real estate company.
exactly.
You know, because when I moved here to Charlotte, I didn't know anybody.
Yeah.
You know, so I had to buy leads and then I had to go out and network, still do. So it's the same hustle, same grind that I
Yeah.
put into that is the same type of grind that you would put into the music
Exactly.
business, you know. So
Definitely.
you know, people, Cardi B always talk about how she had to put so much money into recording and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You know, you got to invest in yourself.
Exactly. And you do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You do, and that's the thing. Like, so now I'm glad to hear you say this. Because you've been in it in a long time. Like, it sounds like you've learned
Yes.
as well.
And I'm not knocking, and even my good experiences and my bad experiences, they all are good to me
Of course.
because you learn from something. Even
course.
a situation where the guy, production company, he wanted me to go a different direction. Tiny was there. I learned from all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because if I wasn't working with him, then I probably wouldn't have met Tiny at that particular moment. You know what I'm
Exactly,
saying?
yeah.
So everybody plays their role into getting you to where you need to be, but it's ultimately up to you
Yeah.
if you trying to make it. Because nobody don't owe you nothing.
Exactly.
They can help you along the way, but if it don't work out, nobody has an end game. What you gonna do next?
Exactly.
You know.
Now, if you were to see Tiny today, would she remember you or
I
recognize you?
don't know. I mean, we had good conversation, but I'm sure she met a lot of people. But
Of
she
course.
was. I mean, when I talked to her, it's like we knew each other for years.
Yeah.
She was just real cool. Just a real cool spirit.
Yeah. Because I asked that question because I'm like, what if we just made a trip to Atlanta? Like and we're doing stuff out there in Atlanta, like
Yeah.
campaigning for, you know what I mean, the Rapping Realtor. That is
Right.
like,
Yeah.
she
yeah.
catch wind of this campaign. Like,
Yeah.
was she know? Like, were you doing real estate at that time when you met her? or
No, I wasn't.
Okay,
I was
gotcha.
working in customer service and
Gotcha. Okay.
pursuing music.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. I was gonna say, like, because you can't forget like the Rapping Realtor. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Okay. So you wasn't in real estate yet.
No, we actually moved. I moved my family from Jacksonville, Florida, to Denver, Colorado, with that production company I was working with.
Yeah.
With and he did some videos for me. We worked on TV show and stuff. So, that's how deep it goes.
Yeah.
Like my family, I moved my family from
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Florida, all the way to Denver, Colorado.
To
to
pursue this.
pursue
Yeah.
music. And she came, my wife came, family came, and we had to find jobs and stuff like that. So that's how serious I've been about it.
Yeah.
So to do all that, if I would have knew my wife had that talent, we could have stayed up behind in Jacksonville and I was already doing stuff with Luke and Quad City
Yeah.
and probably did something there.
So that production company in Denver that you uprooted your family for, are they still
Right.
around? Are they still doing
He's
stuff?
still, I think he's still doing some stuff, but yeah. So.
So, and how was your relationship? Because I know you told me y'all were cool. That's why you trusted him in the beginning. Like, how's your
Yeah.
relationship now? Is it still?
We're cool. We're cool. I mean, we're good.
But you wouldn't work with him?
I mean, I
again?
never say never. You just never know.
Yeah.
I mean, he helped to get me out of my first deal
Yeah.
that I had in California that was defunct. So
Okay.
yeah, so he actually showed me where I was in a contract that I thought was 5 years, but it actually was 15 years because they had the option. They had the option to automatically renew
Yeah.
every 3 years. So he helped to get me out of that deal. So
Yeah.
again, every situation is a stepping stone to get you
Of
to the
course.
next.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't have any ill will toward that. It's just, to me, it's just all a learning experience. And he put a lot of money into trying to get me started. I guess from his perspective, I guess he didn't want, Tiny or anybody else to get, because he invested all this money
Of
into
course.
me. And he like, this is my artist. I ain't
Yeah.
gonna go down there and.
So did they have any like placements that you're familiar with? Like any, like with you not, I mean, after you left them alone or quit dealing with them, did they do anything where you're like, dang, I should have just stuck with them or not?
Not that I know of. We just kind of we kind of got into it a little bit, and that's when I moved. I actually moved to Atlanta. After that.
But you never ran into
Tiny. I hit her a couple of times, and but then I just kind of, it was a situation where you got to survive, so I'm pursuing music, but I didn't have a job there, and I was like, I had to find a job, so I just got caught up into working.
Yeah.
And
damn. Okay.
I was in a dang, at the time, now even the hip hop mecca, but I was just so busy working until I didn't really get time to pursue it, and then I got writer's block.
Yeah.
Got caught up into life.
Gotcha. Okay.
Now it's back though.
Exactly. You're back, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So you're back, and so when can the people expect something from you?
So the EP for the Real Estate Triller should be out it's July now, so we're talking about the middle of August.
Okay.
The Real Estate Triller should
That's around
come
the
out.
corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the rest, I'm actually having stuff mixed and mastered as we speak.
Okay.
But then after that, then we're going to do the next album that's going to have like a 90s theme to it, which I'm real excited about.
Gotcha.
I'm excited about both of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you going to have like a big release or something for this?
Yeah, we're working on that. Yeah, I'm working on it. The real estate one, I might do it a release / homebuyer seminar.
Yeah.
Because that's really educating the people on the home buying process. That's for the people.
Yeah.
And the other one, I'm just kind of playing with ideas on that.
Gotcha.
I might do like a 90s theme.
You should. That's what I was
one.
saying. Like, if you did like a 90s theme event, like, a 90s theme listening event or something like that, like that would be dope. Like, it'll bring the people out, because everybody like themed events, like, especially the older people, like, everybody likes something, things like, So I think that would be cool. Like,
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm excited. I've never heard anything like in terms of the real estate album.
Yeah.
I've never heard anybody have a real estate album before. That's the first ever.
Exactly.
You never know, I might win a Grammy or something.
You never know. You never know. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but where can the people find you? Because we got to wrap this up. Where can the people find you?
They can find me on Instagram on One Realtor, One Rapping Realtor. Also under Ava Home Group on Facebook and Instagram. And also have a YouTube channel under Ava Home Group. They can see all of my YouTube shows and
That's
stuff
what's
like
up.
that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're about to wrap this up. You know what I mean? Thank you for coming through
Thank
again,
you
man.
for having me again.
No
I
problem,
appreciate
man.
it,
No
man.
problem. You know what I mean? So thank you for tuning into the discussion. I am your host, Stefon Love. And follow me on the discussion CLT on Instagram. You know what I mean? Until then, see you next Saturday.
Man, I've been thinking about getting a house, but I don't know. My girl keep on tripping on me. The rent keep going up. I'm tired of the maintenance man coming to my house when I'm not there. And I'm paying all this money, I ain't getting nothing for it. Man, I think I'm gonna get a house. But what if they say no though? The rent man done went up on the rent man. He ain't about to get another red cent, man. I'm about to flip the script and change the game plan. I'm about to boss it up and be my own man. Credit Karma say my score around in the 6. I heard that paying mortgage way less than paying rent. Equity, tax breaks, made no mistakes. Money piling out, watch my co-workers hate. Anyway, rate increase, no way. Just got a raise on my job, more pay. I'm on Realtor.com, Zillow every day. I think about it all the time on my lunch break. When I want it, best believe I'ma get it. I'ma get me a house, it might take a minute. My boy Los gotta be alone, he a vet. I might holler at him, asking what the next step. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. Step 1, get you a realtor, dog. Not a fly-by-night, get a real one, dog. Sit down with him, map out you a game plan. Location and budget, tell him what you want, man. He might ask you what your credit score is first. If you got student loans, ask you where you work. Keep the faith, make sure you keep God first. And when
when you close, make sure you thank God first. I said I feel you, I gotta get the nod first. I'ma try cause I gotta break this family curse. What's worse? Some people started hating on me. Some of my friends, they even start faking on me. I trust the process, my family depending on me. We gonna get a house, that's what I'm talking about. So we can have family over and be cooking out. I'm real excited, I can't wait to start looking now. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I went to the LO, he got me approved with conditions. Gotta pay off a couple of cards to listen. My mission was to get in the house. I didn't care to what extent that he was talking about. I found a realtor, and he hit me to the game. The market's hot right now. Highest and best is the name of the game. We really don't have time to be playing. If you see it and like it, put in an offer on that thing. Make sure you have the EM, inspection and appraisal money. That's the cost of doing business, investing money. You might have to get a few just to get you one. Offers rejected, finally accepting one. 30 days later after inspections and appraisals, I looked up to the sky and said, yeah, I'm highly favored. We did that, we did that, we did that. We got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now. To the LO, he got me approved with conditions. Gotta pay off a couple of cards to listen. My mission was to get in the house. I didn't care to what extent that he was talking about. I found a realtor, and he hit me to the game. The market's hot right now. Highest and best is the name of the game. We really don't have time to be playing. If you see it and like it, put in an offer on that thing. Make sure you have the EM, inspection and appraisal money. That's the cost of doing business, investing money. You might have to get a few just to get you one. Offers rejected, finally accepted one. 30 days later after inspections and appraisals, I looked up to the sky and said, yeah, I'm highly favored. We did that, we did that, we did that, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah. HGTV got me one to sell. I see houses going up everywhere to sell. Is it a sign that I need to get my house sold? Is it time for me to buy after mine's sold? It's a seller's market, low inventory. Houses don't sit long, hear the same story. My girl Trina paid 2, but she sold for 4. I'm like, man, what I'm holding out for? About to get it pressure washed, throw some French paint. Clean the carpet, freshen up so it don't stink. Hope the value stays solid and my time's right. It don't last forever, so you gotta time it right. I play my cards right, I can have money saved to buy another house and put some away. I'ma call up a realtor to run the numbers. God willing, I can have it sold by the summer.
Sell, list it with me. Sell it. I'ma get it sold, I'ma make you money.
Get your money.
If you wanna sell, list it with me. Ay, I'ma get it sold, messing with me.
Ay, so
if you wanna sell,
get it sold, get it sold, get it sold,
I'ma get it sold.
I'm so sick of my job, they don't appreciate me. I know that half of my coworkers hating on me because they ain't me. I'ma get me another job. They ain't got no loyalty like a mob. I'ma get my real estate license and sell houses. I'm tired of making hundreds a week. I want thousands. Wanna sell like they do on HGTV. Can't be much to it, make it look too easy. They show them about 3 houses and then they pick. Life as a real estate agent must be lit. They always stay flying, keep the baddest whips. They be flexing on the gram with their clothes and pick. So sick. Taking them exotic trips. It seems like every other month they take another trip. A lot of trips. Their life is a lotto pick. I ain't hating, but I want me a lot of it. Yeah, I wanna get into real estate and be great. I'm hungry.
ready to eat, fill up my plate. I wanna get into real estate and be great, so I can sell it round the state. Go ahead and hate. I wanna get into real estate and be great.
Man, I've been thinking about getting a house, but I don't know. My girl keep on tripping on me. The rent keep going up. I'm tired of the maintenance man coming to my house when I'm not there. And I'm paying all this money, I ain't getting nothing for it. Man, I think I'm gonna get a house. But what if they say no though? The rent man done went up on the rent man. He ain't about to get another red cent man. I'm about to flip the script and change the game plan. I'm about to boss it up and be my own man. Credit Karma say my score around in the six. I heard that paying mortgage way less than paying rent. Equity, tax breaks, made no mistakes. Money piling out, watch my co-workers hate. Anyway, rate increase, no way. Just got a raise on my job, more pay. I'm on Realtor.com, Zillow every day. I think about it all the time on my lunch break. When I want it, best believe I'ma get it. I'ma get me a house, it might take a minute. My boy Los got a VA loan, he a vet. I might holler at him, asking what the next step. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. Step one, get you a realtor, dog. Not a fly-by-night, get a real one, dog. Sit down with him, map out you a game plan. Location and budget, tell him what you want, man. He might ask you what your credit score is first. If you got student loans, ask you where you work. Keep the faith, make sure you keep God first. And when you close, make sure you thank God first. I said I feel you, I gotta get the nod first. I'ma try cause I gotta break this family curse. What's worth? Some people started hating on me. Some of my friends, they even start faking on me. I trust the process, my family depending on me. We gonna get a house, that's what I'm talking about. So we can have family over and be cooking out. I'm real excited, I can't wait to start looking now. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I'ma get that, I'ma get that, I'ma get that, yeah, I'ma get a house. I went to the LO, he got me approved with conditions. Gotta pay off a couple of cards to listen. My mission was to get in the house. I didn't care to what extent that he was talking about. I found a realtor, and he hit me to the game. The market's hot right now. Highest and best is the name of the game. We really don't have time to be playing. If you see it and like it, put in an offer on that thing. Make sure you have the EM, inspection and appraisal money. That's the cost of doing business, investing money. You might have to get a few just to get you one. Offers rejected, finally accepting one. 30 days later after inspections and appraisals, I looked up to the sky and said, yeah, I'm highly favored. We did that, we did that, we did that. We got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now. Give me the keys, give me the keys, give me the keys now.
To the LO, he got me approved with conditions. Gotta pay off a couple of cards to listen. My mission was to get in the house. I didn't care to what extent that he was talking about. I found a realtor, and he hit me to the game. The market's hot right now. Highest and best is the name of the game. We really don't have time to be playing. If you see it and like it, put in an offer on that thing. Make sure you have the EM, inspection and appraisal money. That's the cost of doing business, investing money. You might have to get a few just to get you one. Offers rejected, finally accepted one. 30 days later after inspections and appraisals, I looked up to the sky and said, yeah, I'm highly favored. We did that, we did did that, we did that, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah, we got a house. We did that, we did that, we did that, yeah. HGTV got me want to sell. I see houses going up everywhere to sell. Is it a sign that I need to get my house sold? Is it time for me to buy after mine sold? It's a seller's market, low inventory. Houses don't sit long, hear the same story. My girl Trina paid 2, but she sold for 4. I'm like, man, what I'm holding out for? About to get it pressure washed, throw some fresh paint. Clean the carpet, freshen up so it don't stink. Hope the value stays solid and my time's right. It don't last forever, so you gotta time it right. I play my cards right, I can have money saved to buy another house and put some away. I'ma call up a realtor to run the numbers. God willing, I can have it sold by the summer.
Sell, list it with me. Sell it. I'ma get it sold, I'ma make you money.
Get your money.
If you wanna sell, list it with me. Ay, I'ma get it sold, messing with me.
Ay, so
if you wanna sell,
get it sold, get it sold, get it sold,
I'ma get it sold.
I'm so sick of my job, they don't appreciate me. I know that half of my coworkers hating on me because they ain't me. I'ma get me another job. They ain't got no loyalty like a mob. I'ma get my real estate license and sell houses. I'm tired of making hundreds a week. I want thousands. Wanna sell like they do on HGTV. Can't be much to it, make it look too easy. They show them about 3 houses and then they pick. Life as a real estate agent must be lit. They always stay flying, keep the baddest whips. They be flexing on the gram with their clothes and pick. So sick. Taking them exotic trips. It seems like every other month they take another trip. A lot of trips. Their life is a lotto pick. I ain't hating, but I want me a lot of it. Yeah, I wanna get into real estate and be great. I'm hungry, ready to eat, fill up my plate. I wanna get into real estate and be great, so I can sell it round the state. Go ahead and hate. I wanna get into real estate and be great.